Hello, and thank you for joining me for June's Astroloyoga Asana series. In this series, I am going to be teaching you about two extremely important chakras for this month. Now, each one of these poses that I'm going to show you, if you have enough time, it's important that you incorporate them into a regular practice. So take the time out to do a quick sun salute or some moon salutes prior to doing any of these poses. I will be posting a sun salute and moon salute option on the Jillian Grace Network YouTube site within the next few weeks. But for now, I just want to remind you, make sure your body is properly stretched before you begin these poses. These are extremely important areas that need to be focused on throughout this month. We've got a major month ahead of us. With some of the alignments that are taking place, there's going to be a lot of energy wanting to move through. So we have to make sure that we are open, clear fields so that we don't get stuck in spots, which is going to cause us some emotional turmoil that we don't need. And it's going to cause some outbursts of how we feel that really aren't our stuff. It's just clogs. So what we want to do is keep that clear channel open. Our two main spots are going to be up here in the third eye or the sixth chakra, which is a beautiful indigo color. And those of you who have received your June Astroloyoga spirit bags and you've ordered those, you have a specific stone for this month. The lapis stone, which is the dark blue stone, is going to be an excellent thing for you to place out on or around your mat. Also, a carnelian stone, which is for the second chakra, and it's the orange color stone, is in that bag, and it's a great thing too to set out by your mat. Wherever you choose to do the top or the bottom, it makes no difference, but just make sure that you have those presents to carry that extra energy flow through. Remember, those are going to connect you with the earth while you're connecting up with the stars during each one of these poses. So what we want to focus on are hip opening poses, and we also want to focus on anything that's going to help connect our third eye. And I'm going to give you mainly floor poses because I know that many of you have busy schedules. Many of you are you have a lot going on and there's not going to be a ton of time. So I'm going to give you poses that you could even incorporate quickly at the end of you just sitting and doing a nice meditation or taking a few moments to breathe. You can just go into any one of these positions and you'll find them highly beneficial. The first position I want to show you is going to be specifically for hip opening. And it's rather simple. Placing both legs next to each other on the floor in a folded position, upright with your chest, and just opening up this area of your body, your second chakra and your first chakra. Breathing in and rooting down. Breathing in and rooting down. Excellent pose. Just for bringing those hips into alignment, into placement, and just centering all of that down. The next pose I'd like to show you is for a pose for while you're in this pose. As you're working right here by being open in this hip area with your chest open and back, bringing your head down towards the floor. And what many of you might know, and I'm actually going to turn sideways here so you get a sideways shot of that. What many of you may know as child's pose. So as a form of child's pose. I don't want you to fold your legs back on this particular pose. What I'd like you to do is put your hands forward, sliding down just as far as you can go and really getting that entire back and that entire torso of your body as stretched out as you can. Now listen to your body. You may not be able to fold a lot in this position. That's okay as well. Just placing your hands on the ground and facing that third eye or that sixth chakra down towards the earth while you're open and rooted down here in your lower spinal area is going to be a perfect way to root this through. So just taking some moments just to go like this and breathe in and out as you go. In and out as you go. You want to hold this for about 5 deep breaths.
visualizing the energy all the way down.
And when you're complete, coming back to center. And of course, switching legs. So you're going to take whatever leg you had placed in the front and place that behind the other leg and put the other leg forward. This way you're going to get a full stretch from that lower area of your spine all the way through your hips and down your legs. And you're also going to create balance within both sides of your body, the left side and the right side, or the masculine and the feminine, which is very important right now. So those are two simple poses that you can do, and you can, as soon as you're done from meditating, you can take some time to connect with the ground, and that will balance out that second chakra, and then leaning forward and placing that third eye down towards the ground will also help to balance out that intuition or that sixth chakra center. Now, if you'd like to advance your practice further, these following poses, I absolutely advise you to make sure you do some stretches beforehand. Again, we're going to be incorporating through these poses that we're going to do both the sixth and the second chakra. So just doing one pose is going to have multi-benefits, which is really cool. Okay, placing whichever leg you choose backwards towards the back of your mat. And your front leg, if you can see, as an extension in a V shape in front of you. Slowly bringing yourself up onto that area of your body and allowing this foot to sit down at the side. You'll notice this straight line or the line coming from here, and you may also feel a stretch in your hip. It's important to pay really close attention to your body on this pose. If this feels like too much of a stretch, then shift your body backwards a little bit. That's okay. You don't have to come into complete alignment. Listening to your body is the most important part in you being able to advance your intuition. So listen to what your body is telling you and don't push yourself too far into injury. For those who are able to advance this pose a little further, take your body and moving it forward towards the front of your mat while facing the front of your mat. Then with your leg faced in that V shape, slowly bring your head down towards your mat, placing your third eye or your sixth chakra right onto the ground. Taking the time to breathe in and out. Again, very important during this. In and out. Long, slow, deep breaths. Very good. And then coming up to center, extremely important again that you do both sides. Taking your other leg, swooping it around forward, placing it downwards towards your mat and flipping the other leg outwards to give that same stretch on the other side of your body. And then again, down towards your mat as you breathe. In and out. For 5 breaths. Perfect. Now coming back up to center. And for this very last one that I'm going to show you, it's rather easy. This very last pose, if you could come to a seated position with your legs folded behind you and sitting back on your sit bones. If you have any trouble with your knees, you may want to use a block or something to prop you up during this, even a bolster or something for you to come in between your legs to allow your knees to be more relaxed. But for those who can get down further on the floor, we're going to come into a simple squatting type position such as this, and we're going to breathe in and out, centering this whole second chakra center down towards the earth. And as you breathe in, I want you to take your eyes and roll them up towards your third eye. Feels amazing and so connective. So anytime you're able to squeeze some of these positions in during some of your regular routine or practice, they're going to be perfect. Remember, this month, hip openers are huge, and anything that's going to access that intuition, that third eye, is just going to be in line and ready to fire. So do everything you can to keep those two spots nice and open. I hope you enjoyed this short little skit of what asanas you should do for the Astroloyoga for the month of June. My name is Jillian Grace, and thank you so much for letting me help you find the spirit that is you.